Good morning and welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. Joining us right here is Matt Milliken from Knockerball, North Conway. How are you, Matt?
I'm great. Thank you for having me again.
Oh, it's great to see you. Now, of course, Knockerball, you've been around for a couple years now, but you're in your own space. So let's tell people what Knockerball is all about.
Sure. So we started almost 2 years ago as a mobile operation with Knockerball, and Knockerball are these big inflatable bubble balls that you run around in. You're almost completely contained. Your legs are out. So the kind of flagship game is full contact soccer. And so we've got a number of different games that involve a lot of contact, a little contact, but basically kind of the idea of playing, aggressive games with the feeling of invincibility and the, no risk for injury almost.
Right.
It's very safe. So we started as a mobile operation about 3 months ago. We opened our own location here in town, and so we have a location in Conway Marketplace right now next to Bee's Cafe.
Yeah.
We put in a 5,000 square foot artificial turf playing surface there, and we basically have either one really large field for Knockerball or archery tag, or two fields. And with the launch of the location, we introduced our second activity, which is archery tag. And archery tag is like paintball, without the paint, without the pain, but it's just like paintball with bows and arrows.
Yeah.
So we have inflatable bunkers. We have kids and adults on both sides, two teams against each other, playing different games like team deathmatch or elimination, capture the flag. A game called Secret Service, where the objective is to protect one individual to get them to the opposite side safely.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And one of the things I noticed when I was there with the Knockerballs, and we were just seeing them on the screen, is that there are different sizes. So it's not like you're putting a small person in this giant ball or vice versa. So it was like, it's wrong. So I was saying, whether three sizes?
We have three sizes. Yeah. So we have a small, medium, and large. Small fits up to about a 6, maybe 7-year-old, starting at typically around 4 years old. Now, little girls or little guys that size, we're typically not mixing in unless it's kind of same family or same group. Right. We're doing their own thing on the side, but they can still have fun, roll around, do somersaults and flips and everything. But most of our action is between the medium or the large size, which is about 7 to 8 years old and up. And we have just as many adults come through as we do kids. We had a bachelor party in there yesterday, a group of 10 guys that were from Massachusetts, had a great time. So it's fun for all ages. It's just as much fun to watch as it is to play, and we really have a good time with it. And archery tag, in the same light, has probably a minimum age around 7 to 8 years old. It's not so much an age more than a size restriction.
Yeah.
Just because it does take a little bit of strength to pull back on the bow. So about 7 to 8 years old and up, and we get, again, just as many adults coming in and playing as we do kids. And what's nice about that is we don't have, it's not like Knockerball where the size differences are so drastic and overwhelming one side to another.
Yeah.
It's still pretty even, each team, whether it be kids and adults or vice versa.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
And you've just updated your hours, or tomorrow you'll have new summer hours.
Correct. Yeah, we've got a few different things that we're doing for the summer. First things is hours. We're, now that we're into the full swing of summer and summer vacation, we're changing our hours to be consistent every single day. So we'll be open 12 to 8, 7 days a week, and we can take reservations. We do walk-in stuff, but we can take reservations as well. Some of the other things that we're introducing for the summer that we've been talking about for a little while and are starting to get some momentum are, first off, fitness classes. So we're partnering with Jared Doherty from Pride Fit Athletics, and he's going to be coming in and holding a women's class, which would be a women's style boot camp style class, a men's fitness class, which will really be focused on cardio and upper body strength, and then looking at running summer camps or youth agility camps for sport-specific training for young athletes. Great. And the reason for all that is we have a pretty unique space with the athletic turf in our facility.
Right.
Something that all of the gyms in the area don't have, so we can really get creative with some of the things that we can do. So Jared's going to bring in some great stuff.
That's great.
And then the other thing that we're really, really excited about is we're introducing a new league called our Archery Tag League. We've put out some announcements about it. We're looking to start as soon as possible here, early July. We need to fill that league out a little bit more, but the idea is that Thursday nights from 6 to 9 p.m. We're going to have teams in a 5-week season pitted against each other playing archery tag, and we'll open up the whole field for that. It's going to be a great opportunity to get out, do something fun, something different than your average softball or basketball league, and just have some fun with some friends. That's going to be $70 per person, and what that'll basically work out to with the 5-week season and 2-week championship tournament at the end will be, come in, play for an hour for $10.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we'll also do with that, because we want to get more people, we want to get couples in to enjoy some time together, is couples can play for the price of one. So husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend can come in and play for that one fee of $70 as well. Because we've heard a lot of interest, oh, my wife and I would love to do that, and there's always that, well, now we're going to have to pay double or something like that. And we want to encourage bringing people in, because it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be the option. To register for the Archery Tag League as well as the fitness classes, you can go on our website. We've got all the information and a link to the registration form. Basically, you just put in your name and your contact info, and we reach out and either pair you up with a team, or if you come fitted with 4 or 5 other people or 6 people or whatever it is as a team, we can do that too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's great. So that'll be a lot of fun.
That's going to be great. I think archery tag's been a really big hit for us. I think it's going to be bigger than Knockerball, especially with adults, because it's a little bit more strategic. It's not as unique as Knockerball, but you can play it a little bit longer. It's not as tiring, and with the team and competitive atmosphere, I think it's going to be a big hit.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. So every day from 12 to 8 is what your new hours are going to be. Plus, you can get your stylish Knockerball clothing and hats and everything. So the biggest variety of hats I could imagine there.
That's right. We got a bunch of hats, some different merchandise, and try to stay a little bit edgy with that, and just something fun that incorporates. We incorporated Mount Washington into our logo. It's pretty iconic in the valley here.
Right.
So I think that's important. So for locals, I think it identifies with them a little bit. I'm a new local. I'm not I didn't grow up here, but proud to wear that. And then also for anybody visiting, it's something cool to bring back that you're not going to get anywhere else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you also can do a party there, like you mentioned, a bachelor party, birthday parties.
Correct.
You can...
Yeah, we were full with parties yesterday. We did a party for a group of 8 to 9-year-olds yesterday. We did a bachelor party. We have a few more parties coming up over the next few days. So we have group packages, small, medium, and large, and handle anything from your small birthday parties to your middle-size parties, gatherings, etc., to your large corporate events and family reunions where we rent out the whole facility. And the options are all pretty affordable, which I think is great. So whether it be walk-in traffic, calling ahead and making a reservation, you can do that with that, or booking a party. We can kind of accommodate anything you're looking for.
Well, that's great, and I think that's important for people to know that you don't have to have a reservation.
Correct.
You can, you can grab a bunch of friends and to say, hey, let's go play Knockerball.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the best things to highlight is, a lot of people look at what we do because we're inside, and there's so many outdoor activities to do here in the valley. That they think of it very much like a rainy day activity, which rainy days we are slammed, which is cool. But the nice thing about what we do is it's still active. It's indoors.
Absolutely, yeah.
With the heat that we have coming in this week, we have AC. That was pretty nice yesterday. And what's cool is most people come in and come in for like a half an hour or an hour. So it's great because it can either be a filler activity or something you do after dinner, tire the kids out a little bit. It's not an all-day activity typically. So as you're planning out your day and trying to squeeze as much as you can into your experience up here in the Mount Washington Valley, I think we're a pretty awesome item to come in and play for a little bit, still stay active and do something unique. Yeah,
well, that sounds great, and good luck with all of this. I know that it's been booming already.
Yeah.
So again, you're located in the Conway Marketplace.
Correct.
So right, kind of at the junction there of Is it 16 and what's the
302 there? Yeah.
Is it 302? Okay,
yeah, it's right over the bridge. You know, the bridge that goes over the Saco River there. So you've got Bee's Cafe, you've got Revolution Records, JD Tool, all in that same plaza.
Yep.
So a very short drive out of the North Conway Village. We're not far.
Absolutely. And if you go to the plaza where the liquor store is and the IGA or whatever, go to the next one.
It's the next one
yeah.
down.
So,
yeah,
and I think that would be something that sometimes people would do. So,
yep.
Well, great. Matt, thanks so much for coming by. I'm sure we'll see you again.
Yep.
And you definitely check out Knockerball there in Conway. Back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.